Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. Now we can't open these bars, and actually there's nothing behind them. Nothing to loot, nothing to get, just these dwarven pipes. So it's nothing special. And now let's continue with our questing. I knew it, he was gonna betray me. The cats, man. He tried to kill me. Come on, come on. Yes. Okay, let's go and disenchant some stuff and sell.
Divine smile on you, friend. Come to Dragon's Reach to discuss the ongoing hostilities, like the rest of the great warriors. It seems this damnable conflict has claimed everyone's passions of late. Me? I prefer my books and my spells. There's a tranquility in magic, don't you think? It is simply energy to be harnessed by those with the will and knowledge to do so. What do you need? So, you wish to master the arcane arts? You know, if you've got the aptitude, you should join the major college. Need something?
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire hunters or something in the old fort near Rift. Got a lot of steel to shape. Mm-hmm. Hmm? We done? I ain't much for talking. Mm-hmm. Why are you still staring at me? Gods be praised. Mm-hmm.
And now with ancient knowledge, we can get faster smithing skills. What?
Khajiit got your back. Jezargo only has so much room to carry things. Lead on, friend.
Come to Dragon's Reach to discuss the ongoing hostilities, like the rest of the great warriors?
Be glad you're here in the city and not out in Riverwood. Those bastards go through the water. Got a lot of steel to shape. Gods be praised.
Got some good pieces. Take a look. Don't forget to check inside the shop if you need anything.
We've got small. Looking to protect yourself or deal some damage? Good doing business with you. Yes?
Okay, now let's look for our cat. And there he is.
Do you get to the Cloud District very often?
Take a good look around. I'm sure you'll find what you're looking for. Everything's trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing. Do come back.
Honored to see you again, my Thane.
Okay, I think I'm done. Now we can go and continue with our quest. Yeah, let's do this one. And also let's explore this town.
Hey, you mix potions, right? Can you brew me an ale?
7,000 steps indeed. Next time they need to build it closer to the ground.
You don't look like a pilgrim. Why bother visiting Iverstead? What do you want? Klimek brings food supplies up to them once every few weeks, when the weather permits it. Other than that, they seem like a quiet lot. Don't really know too much about them. What a boring conversation.
Hail, summoner. Conjure me up a warm bed, would you?
The old Nords sure did love their stone.
Everything all right?
We don't get many visitors through here, unless they're headed up to High Hrothgar, of course.
Pardon me, my lord. Would you care to hear me play my lute? If you fancy a bit of music, let me know. I've always fancied a journey up the 7,000 steps to the monastery. Anything to break the boredom of living in this town. I envy you. I play the lute. If you'd like to hear something, it only costs 5 gold. A pleasant journey, Need something? No, I'm sorry. You must have me mistaken for someone else. I've never even heard that name before. I'm sorry, I don't know what you're talking about. A pleasant journey, my lord.
If I were you, I'd keep away from the barrow on the east side of town. It's haunted. The Greybeards are a solitary lot. I don't think they've ever ventured outside their monastery. We get the occasional pilgrim passing through here on their way to the summit, but almost all of them have returned disappointed. There ain't much more to tell. They're haunted, and you should stay away. Look, I've seen one of the spirits with my very own eyes. When it glared at me, I swear it burned right through my soul. Fortunately, they seem to be sticking to the barrow. I think they're guarding it. Certainly isn't helping my business any. Who'd want to rent a room anywhere near a haunted barrow? If you think there's anything you can do, be my guest. About a year or two ago, some fella named Windelius came through. Said he was some kind of a treasure hunter. I warned him not to go in there, just like I warned you. The very next night we heard screams from the barrow, and that was it. We never saw him again. Keep your eyes open in the barrow. That's how they get you.
The Imperials think we need their laws.
They call it the path to the monastery, the 7,000 steps. Can you imagine? I'm not certain if I could even make it to the top without collapsing from exhaustion. Just get out of town as fast as you can. Nothing for anyone.
You must be another pilgrim on the way up to High Hrothgar. No other reason to pass through here. Honest pay for honest work. It's frightening living below their monastery. Sometimes I swear I can hear strange noises rolling down from up there. It sounds like thunder, but there's never any rain. What do you make of that? Sure, leave. Everyone else does.
Hello, my friend. What can I do for you on such a fine day? Always thought it was odd that there's a layer of thick clouds covering the peak of the mountain above the monastery. Huh. Not sure what's up there, but I bet the Greybeards know. My father taught me an important lesson many years ago. He said, Gwilyn, you have the whole world before you. Go out and experience it. Be whatever you want to be. So I took his advice, and here I am. This life might not look like much to you, but I'm content. And isn't that all that matters? Have yourself a great day.
Here for work? Get an axe and bring me all the... This has to be the worst place in Skyrim to run a mill. How am I supposed to do anything with all those bears running around? The Greybeards stay away from me, and I stay away from them. Suits me just fine. My business is falling apart, my apprentice never listens to me, and now there's talk of dragons. If I hadn't sunk every bit of gold I had into my mill, I would have picked up and left Ivarstead long ago. Are you kidding? Those damn things will drive me right out of business. Tell you what, bring me 10 of their pelts from anywhere in Skyrim. I'll gladly pay you for thinning out the herd. Have you ever seen what a bear does to the trees? They jump on their hind legs and scratch them to bits, marking their territory or something. It's getting to the point where I have to scour Skyrim for untouched trees at the right size. Costs me too much time and money. Now go give those stupid bears what's coming to them.
Oh, Rada, Rada, you live among the clouds now.
I can't see you, Rada. I can't find you. Why are you hiding? Hiding, hide, hide, hide. Don't make me sad.
Oh, thank you. Divines bless your kind heart.
Rada was here, then gone. Went to gather plants and never came home. Nope. Everyone looked and no one could find her. Wilhelm said she'll be back. Told Narvi not to worry. Rada will come back. With Father, I said goodbye. With Mother, I said goodbye. Rada leaves and Narvi can't say goodbye.
Makes Narvi very, very sad. Narvi needs Rada to say goodbye.
Rada! Rada!
I wish I could make my deliveries more often, but the road's getting dangerous.
Are you the one sent by Mara? My parents are being impossible. Bassianus wants to marry me. I think I love him. But he wants to move to Riften afterwards. And my father won't allow it. He only cares about this stupid town. But Bassianus makes me happier than anyone ever has. My mother's not any help either. I don't want to choose. They're both so amazing.
If you ever settle down to have children, think twice before you do it. My daughter's driving me crazy. So forgive me if I'm a bit on edge. I'm sure I know what this is about. She thinks she's in love with Bassianus and wants to leave town. With him. Let me tell you how I see it. Until a few months ago, the girl was head over heels for Plymouth. Wouldn't stop talking about him. Now, if I thought she was really in love with Bassianus, that would be one thing. But she's a child. It will pass. Look around here. There's not much left. Used to be a good-sized town. The folks have been moving to Riften for a while now. If all the young people leave, what happens to Iverstead? You know how children are. Her fancies change with the moon. And like always, the boy lacks any kind of spine. Needs some convincing. A little push and this would all be simpler. Just get out of town as fast as you can. Nothing for anyone here.
Now here's a man I'm glad to see. You must be another pilgrim on the way up to High Hrothgar. Oh my. Probably something about the men. We all wish we had her problems. I don't tell my husband. But I don't have any problem with Bassianus. Even if it means her leaving Iverstead, I want Fastred to be happy. If they just snuck out of town together, I could manage my husband. Bassianus is still so terrified of Yofthor. If he knew that I'd keep him from hunting the poor boy down, he'd take Fastred to Riften without a second thought. Let him know that I'll watch out for them. Just want my daughter to be happy. Sure, leave. Everyone else does.
Have you spoken to my parents yet? Please. My love depends on it. Have you spoken to my parents yet? Please. My love depends on it.
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire hunters or something. In the old fort at Riften.
Pardon me, my lord. Would you care to hear me play my lute?
I wish I could make my deliveries more often, but the road's getting dangerous.
You don't look like a pilgrim. Why bother visiting Iverstead?
7,000 steps indeed. Next time, they need to build it closer to the ground.
What do you want?
Okay, so it doesn't really matter who you choose. If you choose either of them, you're gonna continue with the story of this quest. It doesn't have any consequences or stuff like that, so you can choose anyone.
Need something?
It's just your personal preference.
Yes.
And since this guy was a dick to me, I'm gonna choose this guy.
Huh? Oh, Fastred. I'm not sure what happened. One moment she's smiling at me, the next I can't even meet her eyes. I'll bet Bassianus would know what's going on. He understands women. What did you call me? Wait, you mean I should just tell her? Tell her how I feel? Ysmir's beard, you're right. No fish was ever caught by staying away from the shore. I'm off to see her.
Need something? What a boring conversation.
Fastred, I have something to say to you.
Klimek? What is it?
I don't want you to leave Iverstead.
Pilgrim or not?
Why not?
If I were you, I'd move right through our
Because
backwards little town.
I would miss you.
But I thought you only cared about your fishing.
What good are fish if you have to eat them alone?
Oh, Clemic.
Better not be here to stir up any trouble.
Well, that was smooth.
It is our most favored company. I'm feeling much better now, thanks to you. I'm not sure what it's made from, but I can tell you that once you've had a taste, you'll never crave anything else. The Dunmer came up with the stuff a long time ago. Very illegal and very hard to come by. I got mine off a merchant ship in Solitude. Worst mistake I ever made. Look, I don't think I should say. I mean, they could kill me. Okay, I'll tell you. I get my skooma from Sarthas Idrin. He has some sort of a setup over the Riften warehouse. You can't get inside, though. They've kept that place locked up tight since the war began. I overheard Boley say that only the Jarl carries the key to the warehouse. When I meet Sarthas there, he's usually waiting for me outside with his bodyguard. If it wasn't for skooma, I'd already be on my way out of this horrible city. All my gold, completely gone. Now I have to start over. I'll never use skooma again, although I suppose a little mead now and then would be harmless. You've been kind. I thank you.
Blessings of Mara upon you.
Lady Mara bids you welcome. What is it you seek, my child? Mara is the handmaiden of Kine, the goddess of the storm and the mother of men. She is the bearer of love and the patron of marriage. If you wish to make a donation to her benevolence, speak to Maramal and ensure your true love will endure for all eternity. How wonderful. Like the sea, their love roils and swells, but brings life and nourishment to all. I see you are eager to carry the light. As you venture, Mara fills my mind ever more with visions of love in peril. Embers lie nestled in stone, needing only fuel to bloom a flame that will warm all around them. Go to Markarth. There you'll find Calcelmo, wise, acid, and reclusive. Help him to emerge and state his intentions. This is the prayer heard by the goddess and relayed to her servants.
How may I help you,
Visiting
my
Riften?
son?
All are welcome. Please. Huh?
Okay, we're gonna have to go there eventually, so let's just do it now.
A war dog is good company and good protection. My family's been doing it for years. You need one out in the Reach. Don't want to be alone when some Forsworn comes swinging. I personally trained a whole litter for the Jarl. That reminds me, I was gonna deliver some dog food to the keep. Spiced beef, their favorite. Wow, look at you. Thanks. Take it to Voada. She handles all the dogs for the Jarl. Don't fall. Until next time.
Yes? That would be Jarl Igmund. Young for a ruler of a hold, especially the Reach. Wasn't surprising he stayed loyal to the Empire. His father helped capture Ulfric Stormcloak after the Markarth incident. It's the whole reason Ulfric revolted against the Empire. Well, the first reason, anyway. Forsworn had taken over Markarth, and Ulfric and his men drove them out. Empire promised they'd be free to worship Talos afterwards. Pity no one told the elves. Whole group of those Thalmor came, and they demanded Ulfric's arrest. Before the Nords came, we worshipped the old gods, had our own kingdom. Times have been good and bad since then, but some folks couldn't handle not ruling their own land. Those are the Forsworn. The Forsworn follow the old ways. Some of those were best forgotten. Blood sacrifices, communing with Daedra. It's the road to ruin. Got one all saddled and ready to go. What are you willing to pay? May the crags fail to trip your feet.
Forsworn have taken Volskager mine. We're the only ones left.
You two head inside and get some rest. I'll send word to the Jarl. Damn Forsworn. Only a matter of time before they hit here, too. Seems Skager mine got hit by Forsworn. Those madmen get more bold every season. Pavo and Gat are the only survivors. I'll be sending word to the Jarl about this, but I don't know when help will come. I'm sure Pavo would be grateful, and we'd all rest a little easier. But that's nonsense. You can't handle a group of Forsworn by yourself. If their axes don't get you, their magic will. That I do. If you want to grab a pickaxe and dig up some iron, feel free. I'll pay for anything you bring me. Until next time.
Poor Pavo and Gat, to have lived through a horseland attack.
They're reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire officers.
Hey, it's the Khajiit trading camp.
Some come to buy, but others come to steal. Khajiit shows them mercy.
So if they're here, that means there should be a hidden chest here as well. I just can't remember where. Maybe here? Nope. Well, never mind.
Oh, what is this? A visitor to our
My
farm.
boy Leontius lives in Old
for a
Trollden.
while, dear.
Damn drunk. That's right. Old Inn to the south. The oaf doesn't even bother to visit these days. What am I supposed to do if the dragons burn down the farm? You're a traveler, right? I have this letter for him. Let him know how much of a failure he is. Good. You make sure the lug tips you when he gets it. What kind of question is that? Look at me. Is this a young man's face? I've been here 50 years, and nothing's gonna move me off my land. What, have you been staring at your feet this whole time? You see that big city up ahead of you? Markarth? Head over there. Unless you feel like helping my wife pick crops. And then 50 years later, you'll wake up and still be here. Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's see if we can find that chest. No, they're gone. Oh well.
Do you seek to make a purchase?
The chest should be... yeah, there it is. So just here on this bridge, to the left. Go sneak, and there it is. And it's filled with many things. Just look at this. You can take anything and sell it. And it's not even stealing. But I'm not gonna take anything from there, so...
Why is everyone so upset? If there's Forsworn, the Jarl will take care of them, right?
Another day, another settlement gets attacked. No place in the Reach is safe from the Forsworn.
I trust you're not planning any trouble. What can I do for you, friend? Pavo and I had to fight our way out of Kolskegger. Forsworn killed everyone else. Trust like that is not freely given. All right, then.
Kolskegger mine is lost, friend. Forsworn killed everyone. Skaggy is in charge, not me. Farewell.
Don't know what I would have done without Pavo. Man's braver than he
Khajiit guards your back.
Kolskegger, overrun with Forsworn. What next?
I'm the the hardest worker in Left Hand. Better than any man. Most women would rather die than dig. But I have a daughter to raise.
Hands to yourself, sneak thief.
This pendant would look lovely on my
Never should have come here.
Please don't
No
kill
more.
me.
I yield. I yield. To the Forsworn!
You're in the city.
Gods. A woman attacked right on the streets. Are you alright? Did you see what happened? The Forsworn? Strange. Well, I hope the Eight give you more peace in the future for what it's worth. Oh, I think you dropped this. Some kind of note. Looks important. No. I was just getting some fresh air. Had one too many pints of mead at the Silver Blood Inn. My note? No, that's yours. Must have fallen out of your pocket.
Very smooth, man. Very smooth.
We'll handle things from here. Move along.
We'll handle things from here. Move along.
You hear all that noise outside?
It's just the market rabble. We should get back to work. You there, if you're here to trade, step up to the counter.
Lisbeth handles the customers. I just check the shipments.
No, I'm not Arnleaf. Yes, I know it's called Arnleaf and Sons. Oh, by the divines, is it that obvious? I swear, if my Gunnar was alive to see me now. This store would finally be on its feet if I hadn't lost my last shipment to the Forsworn attacks. A specially made Dibella statuette. You aren't for hire, are you? A sellsword? I'll pay you if you can recover that statuette from the Forsworn. Thank you. I'll have a sum of gold waiting for you when you return. I inherited the store from my husband. His father was Arnleif. My husband, Gunnar, died about 5 years ago. Forsworn attack. I miss that stubborn move. No, as if trade wasn't poor enough. Now there's violence in the streets. It was the Forsworn, wasn't it? I lose dozens of shipments every season to those barbarians. Now they're in the city? Gods help us. Come back whenever you need something.
Brilliant.
We'll handle things from here. Move along.
Come on.
This is Markarth, traveler. Safest city in the Reach.
And clean rooms.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Watch the magic.
Unlike my husband Clapper, I watch after our guests. Now you just tell me if you need something. Depends. Are you thirsty, hungry, both? I should remind Clapper to clean this place up. Nothing.
How about a septum? Wait, make that 2 septums. I feel like living it up. Finally. Now get lost. Aye, a whole heap of it. You see that temple? Way up there? All them women keeping to themselves? Won't let poor Degain in, nope. Not even for a look. But they've got a treasure in there. Gold statue size of a child. Who knows what they use it for, but I know what I'll use it for. Well, let's not put it like that. Wouldn't want the Thieves Guild catching wind of us, eh? Nah, just creep in and have a go at taking it out. I'll be here and pay you half of what my man in Riften promised for it. You'll be helping out an old beggar, and the divine smile on that sort of thing. My favorite drinking buddy. Let's get some mead.
A man like me makes a lot of enemies. People are always trying to cheat me. I paid extra for the biggest room in the Silverblood Inn. I need space to stretch these arms.
Come on, you outsiders always have plenty of gold on you. Spare a piece. I don't know you. What is there to know? It's in the temple, you bring it out. You bring it to me, I pay you. Now get moving. Bring more gold next time. You a fighting man? How about a little bet? Arnleaf and Sons Trading Company. I'm a porter. Just some muscle hired to move heavy packages. But we don't get any shipments in. Forsworn attack every caravan, so all I do is sit here and drink. I think I'm going to get another drink.
Don't mind the yelling. My parents are always going at each other.
Oh, look at the colors.
We drink to our youth.
I'm what you'd call a soldier of fortune. Make me an offer, and I just might fight at your side. Watch your back,
What
friend.
can an old skull do for you?
Pay me to do it for you.
Well, you've come to the right place. That's about the truth of it. Write tales about the sights I've seen, the battles I've fought. Earned quite a name for myself when I was younger. The Bard's College still teaches some of my work to their students. Good fighting to you.
I'm what you'd call a soldier of fortune.
Unlike my husband Clapper, I watch after our
at your
guests.
My father, Klepper, is the one you want to talk to. I just clean up.
This is the Silverblood Inn. I'll let you figure out who owns it by yourself. If I can't get you something, I'm sure my wife will bellow at me until I can. Degain the beggar got himself kicked out of the Temple of Dibella. Caused quite the ruckus. Did you hear? The Hall of the Dead is closed. Brother Veralis isn't the most popular man in town right now. Got a witch hunter in town from the priesthood of Stendar. Keeps asking questions about that old abandoned house. Degain the beggar got himself kicked out of the Temple of Dibella. Caused quite the ruckus. Here, take a look at this. Some of the Jarl's men came by and left this bounty letter. Remember, ale is cheaper than blood in Markarth.
How about a septum? Wait,
Need
make
some-
that 2 septum. Come on, you outsiders always have plenty of gold on you. Spare a piece.
So you don't know anything about this house? No. Anyone seen entering or leaving? Any strange lights or unusual noises?
It's abandoned, and it's always been abandoned.
Excuse me, do you know anything about this house? Seen anyone enter or leave? I'm with the Vigil of Stendarr. We believe this house might have been used for Daedra worship, evil rites, and so forth. I was actually just about to head on inside. It'd be good to have someone watch my back. Follow me, and keep your eyes open. Daedra are powerful creatures and tricksters. Never know what you'll find.
Fresh food. No wood rot on the furniture. Someone's been here recently, but the people I asked say no one enters. Eaves. Wait, did you hear that? I think it came this way. That's it. Something's inside the house. Come on, get to the bottom of this. Come out. We know you're here. There's another door. See if you can get it open. Stendarr's mercy. This isn't an ordinary Daedra. We have to get help.
Weak. He's weak. You're strong. Crush him.
You first. Come on. Let's go. We're getting out of here. Now. Get out of my head, Daedra.
You will kill, or you will die.
I can't die here. Daedra has us. It's you or me. I never should have come here.
Yes, your reward is waiting for you, mortal, further down. Yes, further into the bowels. So close, your prize is waiting. Fool! Did you think Molegbal, the Lord of Domination, would so easily reward you? What do you see from that little cage? Speak. Yes, it's an altar. Men would come and sacrifice the wretched in my name. The weak would be punished by the strong. But a Daedric lord has his enemies, and my rival Boethia had her priest desecrate the altar until you came. No, I want submission. I want the priest who did this to bend his knee and give me his soul. He comes by to perform Boethia's insulting rites at my altar, but he's been missing. Captured and bound, left to rot. Save him. Let him perform his rite one more time. And when he does, we will be waiting for him.
Outsiders. Bloody enough for you, outsider? Markarth, is it bloody enough for you? Then you found your home, friend. Blood and silver are what flows through Markarth. Welcome. It's right there in the name of the most powerful family in Markarth, the Silverbloods. They have a whole mine filled with prisoners that dig up silver ore, get smelted by workers they pay, and they own half the city. I work for them. The inn is named after them. When the guards make an arrest, they check with them first. No, I live in a nice house in solitude, where the air isn't filled with smoke from the silver smelters, and golden-haired girls shine my shield. Been here ever since I left the Bard's College. Turns out a few muscles earn more gold than a damn loot. The Silverbloods pay me, let me crack a few skulls, and keep the guards off my back. That's all I need. Jarl is who you want to talk to. Always coin to be made killing off some forsworn in the hills. As long as you don't mind going axe to axe with a bunch of Daedra-worshipping savages who practice the dark arts. Yeah.
We'll handle things from here. Move along.
We'll handle things from here. Move along.
I trust you're not planning any trouble. What can I do for you, friend?
I work silver, like my father, and his father before
I'm gonna
him.
be a silversmith one day, like my mother and father.
My wife Kira runs our jewelry stall in the market.
My daughter Adara is going to be a fine silversmith when she's older. Yes? My family came here centuries ago. We made a good living smithing the silver that flows through the city. But you probably wanted to know about the fancy carvings and stonework, didn't you? Travelers always do. Here, I have a delivery I need to make to Calcimo. Why don't you take it to him? He knows the history of Markarth better than anyone. Thank you. He can be a bit difficult, but I'm sure he'll appreciate your help. Good day.
Being an apprentice is great. I get to swing a hammer.
We'll handle things from here. Move along.
Excuse me. What's your business here? We haven't been expecting you, and the old man needs his rest. Come back some other time. You again. What are you doing here? If you must know, I'm the maid. And the master of the house is old and needs his rest. So if you don't have any business, leave.
Why does the maid carry a sword? And have a war paint?
You again. What are you doing here? This is a private home, and the master of the house is a very old man. He's not to be disturbed.
Well, hello.
Brilliant.
Need something?
Out of my way, kinsman. Why are you bothering me, kinsman? Then you're talking to the wrong man. You want that elf in the keep, Calcimo. The only thing I'll tell you about Markarth is to stay out of our business. We have enough around here without some outsider causing trouble. I should get back to work. Money doesn't count itself. Bother someone. Didn't I speak clear enough? Out of my way.
Everything all right? You're that one from the college. Heard of it.
Can I help you? The Treasury House is really just for patrons of the Silverblood family. You don't belong here.
I work for the Silverbloods. Help clean.
I'm sorry. We're only interested in helping our patrons.
You just let old Nana know if you need it. I've worked in the Treasury House for almost 20 years.
I'm married to Thonar Silverblood. Keep that in mind while you're speaking to me. My dear Vagrant, we're the only family worth knowing in Markarth. We own everything in this city, even the jail. And guess who owns the Silverblood Inn? Not that we named it that, the people just insisted. He's the real head of this family. He may not be the eldest, but all the work that keeps us respected is handled by my Thonar. Yes, I was bored talking to you.
There is an inch of this building that I
Brilliant. I'm a busy man. Half this city works for my family, and I have to keep them in line. Thongvor may be the head of the family, but I'm the hands. We control every piece of this city. The people should be calling up. King.
My husband Thonar handles all our family's business. He's an important man.
Working in the Treasury House isn't so bad. I earn good money. It's an old family, very well respected throughout the Reach. The Silverbloods run nearly all the lands in this hold, as well as the local inn. And of course they owned Sidna Mine, the finest prison and source of silver in Skyrim. You want Thonar Silverblood. He handles all the family business. If you're here to talk politics, though, you'd want his brother, Thongvor. He spends most of his time in Understone Keep. For one, the landowners of the Reach. It goes without saying that they rely heavily on us for our silver and support. All the miners, farmers, and laborers in the Reach get their daily wages through us. Nepos the Nose handles that part of our business. He has a way with the workers. I have records I need to tend to.
Just here to work.
I'm sorry to drag you into Markarth's problems, but after that attack in the market, I'm running out of time. You're an outsider. You're dangerous looking. You'll do. You want answers? Well, so do I. So does everyone in the city. A man goes crazy in the market. Everyone knows he's a forsworn agent. Guards do nothing. Nothing but clean up the mess. This has been going on for years, and all I've been able to find is murder and blood. I need help. Please, you find out why that woman was attacked, who's behind Wayland and the Forsworn, and I'll pay you for any information you bring me. She's not from Markarth. The air about her screamed outsider. Visitors to the city usually stay at the Silverblood Inn. He was one of the smelter workers. I used to have a job down there myself, casting silver ingots. I never knew much about Wayland, except he lives in the Warrens, like all the other workers. They're remnants of the old rulers of Markarth, natives of the Reach, followers of the old ways. The Nords drove them out of the city, Ulfric Stormcloak and his men. That was about 20 years ago. But somehow they're still here, and they're killing people. Yes, it all started when I was a boy. My father owned one of the mines, rare for anyone who isn't a Nord. He was killed. Guards said it was just a madman, but everyone knew the murderer was a member of the Forsworn. I've been trying to find out why ever since. Gotten nowhere so far. And then I got married. Have a child of my own on the way. I swore I was going to just give up for my child's sake, but it's like my father's ghost is haunting me, asking me why. Keep your eyes on you, my friend.
Ooh, pretty colors. I'm gonna be a silversmith one day, like my mother and father.
I work silver, like my father, and his father before him.
Bloodiest beef in the reach.
Oh, did you need something? Hmm?
My favorite drinking buddy. Let's get some meat.
Don't try to haggle with me. Buy or leave.
The finest jewelry in all of Markarth.
Ah, now that is a good question. Where does Hogni get the finest, freshest meat from all over the Reach? The answer is simple. Orcs. There is a stronghold nearby whose hunters can butcher a deer in seconds. Now having an orc for a wife would be something. Yes. Strong and bulky. Too bad they don't let people go beyond the walls. Let me show you where they are. Maybe they welcome you. Maybe they put an arrow in your face. Who knows? Do I look like a guide? Only thing I do is sell meat. Are you going to buy or not? Come back when you need more meat. Bring gold.
Are you looking for a gift for a friend, perhaps? Or beautiful things for beautiful people? Come back if you need a new ring or necklace.
Hail, Summoner. Conjure me up a warm bed, would you?
Can't talk. I spilled just a bit of metal and Mullish takes it out of my hide. We've lost a lot of good people to that damn crusade. Drive out the Nords, they say. Well, the Nord ain't driven out. Me and Hathrasil mostly. Mullish barks at us all day, but I wouldn't call that honest work. A few people in the Warrens used to work here. Dagain broke some bones a while back. Altris quit. Kareen is too sick. Until next time.
They don't like us talking to people when we work. Don't get involved in that nonsense. Just want to work. Mullish, big orc fella. Can't miss him. Until next time.
Can I help you?
Warrens ain't for you. Trust me. The Warrens isn't a place for your type. What do you want? It's where you go when you can't afford a room anywhere else. About the time they opened the mines, someone got the idea to throw beds in here. Laborers, the sick, the lame, we're all here. That's right. Welcome to Markarth, traveler. Thank the Divines you can choose to live somewhere else. Until next time.
You don't want to be here. No one wants to. Don't know anyone here who doesn't have rattles or ataxia. You want something from me?
oversee Markarth's smelter. Worker gets out of line, I get him back in line. You're not one of my workers. What are you doing here? Oh yes, Waylon. Bastard could have at least gone crazy after we made our silver quota. Every other day, seems one of the laborers runs off to the hills saying he'll join the Forsworn. You don't like the Nords? Fine. But pledging your whole life to killing them, that's just dumb. What? No. Thonar Silverblood owns it. He owns everything in Markarth. But he hands all the paperwork over to Nepos, the Nose, to finish. That old man's back is heavy with burden. All right, then.
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire hunters or something in the old fort near Riften. Might consider joining up myself.
Sigma mines for prisoner scum only. Keep out. This is a jail, owned by the Silverblood family. We use the prisoners to mine for ore. It's the most secure prison in Skyrim. Throw scum in, close the gates, no one gets out. So unless you're here to dig, you don't belong here. We're not. Silverbloods pay our wage. Every man here is a trained mercenary. Fight well. I'm in charge of the prisoners here.
I catch you stealing anything, I'll break your neck. Now this is real guard duty. Just throw them in the mine and be done with it.
You mess with the Silverblood family, you end up here.
What is this?
A nail?
Is that what you call it? In the Legion, we would have called it useless. Look how brittle the metal is.
I'm sorry. Well, the forge gets so hot and I thought...
You thought what? You would skip a step? Not heat the metal all the way through? Useless. Now do it again. Need a new blade? Tacitus? Boy's an Imperial. I keep showing him how to treat the iron, but he never gets it. And the Legion? The Imperial smiths used to read books when they couldn't set their hammers straight. Wisdom of the old, I guess. If you find a book called The Last Scabbard of Akrish, would you bring it to me? Tacitus sure isn't learning by example. Thanks. Grew up in a stronghold. Every Orc girl tended the forge at some point. A girl has to grow up, and life in the stronghold asks for a lot in return. So I joined the Legion, mastered my trade there. That's right. An Orc stronghold. Kept to ourselves, lived as our ancestors would have wanted. Wasn't enough for me, though. I left. Didn't want to end up as the third wife of some lowly chieftain. Let me know if you need something forged.
I'm Gore's assistant. I help him with the forge.
Hag's Cure is here for all your discreet needs.
I'm Bothella's assistant. She's the one you should talk to if you need an herb or a potion.
A little bit of old reach magic can cure whatever ails you. I have potions for disease, love sickness, irritating children. Comes with living to a ripe old age. People start thinking there's something magical about you. Then, the insults. Still, a little knowledge of plants and potions can get you by. Not that anyone likes to admit buying things from you. See? I even have a little potion for the steward. Mind handing it over to him? Just say it should solve that problem he has. Thank you. We'd be better off without the Silverbloods. They send their brute, Ingvar, to shake some coins from me every few days. And Betrid Silverblood is always asking for more potions to fuel Thonar's ambitions. Gives him a temper fiercer than any bear. Only that they break an old woman's heart. So many friends, so many kin, all lost trying to rebuild a past that was over long ago. Now, you let me know if you need a cure, or anything else. The hag... Oh yes, you'll need one. Ah, so you're an alchemist then. I have herbs to mix.
Got to thinking. Beyond the Dragonborn. Just don't know it yet. You're the one cast those illusions. So you can...
The sisters are communing with Dibella. They can't be disturbed. You'll have to come back another time. I'm sorry, the Temple of Dibella is closed. You can receive your blessing if you wish, but the other sisters are in... A heathen. Lovely. Oh, don't put on that angry look. I'm just teasing you. Dibella is the divine of beauty. She is a patron deity to artists and bards and those who seek life's simple pleasures. The temple offers her blessings to pilgrims, and instruction in enjoying all life has to offer. Well, you are lovely to look at, and there's so many things I could teach you, but I'm afraid the temple isn't taking in new students. Dibella's blessing to you.
Hands to yourself, sneak thief. citizen.
Well, hey, that's not something you see every day. I'm Boris' assistant. I help him before.
I have to wonder, what does the Dragon Ball do once he's been summoned by the Great Being?
What are you hiding, priest?
I'm not hiding anything. It's closed for a reason.
Typical Imperial lies. First you take away Talos. Now you're keeping us from seeing our honored dead? You and the Jarl will answer for any desecration of my ancestors' bodies.
That's enough, Thongvor. We're done. If it's about the Hall of the Dead, no, you can't go in there. I can't talk about it. Rest assured, the Jarl hears everyone's concerns. You will be able to visit the dead again soon. Alright. I was going to suggest the Jarl hire someone to sort this mess out anyway. We've discovered that some of the dead have been eaten. Flesh has been chewed off. Bones were snapped to get at the marrow inside. We haven't caught anyone or anything yet. It's like it knows when I'm there. If you can get to the bottom of this, the priesthood of Arcade will reward you. Take my key, and be careful. New to Skyrim? I was confused at first too. The Nords call their mausoleums the Hall of the Dead. It's where people in the city are buried. Fathers, forefathers, mothers, foremothers. Arcade, one of the 8 divines, god of the cycle of birth and death. It is his shrine people pray to when they visit the hall, that his divinity will watch over their ancestors on the way to the next life. Tread lightly in the hall. We don't know what's in there.
The Silverblood family will be heard. You there, you another Imperial puppet? Answer me. Finally, someone with decent sense. The Empire is destroying everything Skyrim stands for. Honor, pride, mighty Talos. Jarl Igmund can't ignore us for much longer. Not if the Silverblood family has a say. That's a true Nord hero. A legend. So great that the divines themselves lifted his soul into the heavens and made him a god. He founded the Empire, and now they've turned their back on him to appease the elves. Elves. Do the elves rule Skyrim, or do the Nords? We own Sidna Mine, best prison in Skyrim, and source of half the wealth in this city. We keep the Reach safe. We flood Markarth with wealth. But does the Jarl listen to us when we want to say? No. He's busy forgetting that Ulfric Stormcloak saved this city from the Forsworn. Ulfric's a hero, not a damn criminal. They started the Great War. Nearly destroyed the Imperial City. Then the Emperor took the coward's way out and surrendered. Now, the elves dictate everything we do, and they don't want us acknowledging a mere human like Talos as the god he is. He used the Thu'um, shouted those Forsworn from the walls. Then he led a band of Nord warriors in to take the city. Just like Talos himself at the Battle of Old Hroldan, reclaiming the Reach from those heathen natives. Stay out of trouble in my city.
The Empire has always been good to the Orcs, but this war of theirs is none of my concern. I'm the Jarl's personal blacksmith, but that doesn't mean I can't sell you a few pieces for a fair price. Anything. Served in the Legion with my sister Gorza for over 10 years. We've seen every piece you can imagine. Have you met her? She runs the forge near the smelter. Just don't bother talking to her, apprentice. Boy has no talent. Depends on what you need. A light armor is good for travel, less to carry. A heavy armor weighs you down, but no true warrior goes without it. If you want some heavy armor, I might have a deal we could work out. I need a dangerous heart. Jarl wants me to cool this new sword in blood. You get me a heart, I get you some armor. Interested? Good hunting. Until next time.
The Dominion is here, and we're watching you. You have the honor of addressing a member of the Thalmor. Bask in it. As if this craggy wretch of a city could give birth to a superiorly bred mer such as myself. No, I'm not from Markarth. I was sent here to lead the Thalmor's interests in this corner of Skyrim. It's my mission to root out all Talos worship in this city. It's a religious matter. The Thalmor do not recognize Talos as a god. He was only a man, and does not deserve a place in our pantheon. The Empire has agreed to accept our beliefs, and its citizens have a responsibility to cease their heretical worship. You're awfully inquisitive, aren't you? I like that. Perhaps you'd care to solve a little problem I'm having. Ogmund the Scout. He's old, respected, and I know for a fact that he worships Talos in his home. But the Jarl has been hesitant to call for his arrest. I want you to break into his home and find evidence. We're the ruling body of the Old Mary Dominion. Saviors of Myr. Victors of the Great War. The Empire exists because we allow it to exist. And I'm here to make sure the Jarl of Markarth remembers that. The Thalmor saved all of Elvenkind during the Oblivion Crisis. We've been watching over our lands for 200 years. We refounded the Old Mary Dominion, an alliance between us and our Bosmer cousins. You might know them from their common name, Wood Elves. We intend to prove the superiority of Myr over man, 1 century at a time.
Here to see the Jarl. No sudden moves, understand?
No trespassing here. You'd better clear out. This is your last warning. Get away from there or else.
The Thalmor know how to deal with Talos worshippers.
You speak to Igman, son of Arovdir, Jarl of Markarth. Are you a sellsword? I don't like your kind. No honor, no loyalty, unreliable. But I can't turn away a potential ally in these times. Let's see if you're better than a common mercenary. My scouts have tracked down one of the Forsworn leaders, hiding out in their blood-soaked camps. Deal with them. We will see. Yes, I know. We have some advantages if they come here. The city is built into the mountainside, so it's hard to reach into, even from the skies. And everything is made of stone, even the beds. We'll have no trouble from Dragon's Fire here. It all started here, this rebellion. When the Empire lost the Reach during the Great War, we became desperate. We promised a group of Nord militia free worship in exchange for their help retaking the hold. Then the elves found out about it. We were forced to arrest all of them. Ulfric Stormcloak, their leader, used the whole thing as proof that the Empire had abandoned Skyrim. The rebels called it the Markarth Incident. It was the founding day for the Stormcloaks, and where this war really started. My guards told me, poor Margaret, and witnesses report that the attacker was shouting some nonsense about being a Forsworn. I want to make things clear. Markarth has its troubles, but there are no Forsworn in this city. They are only a threat in the hills and along the roads where they live. Everywhere else, we are in control. The White Gold Concordant, our treaty with the elves after the Great War, forbids free worship of Talos. But that's what we promised Ulfric and his men. It seems foolish looking back, but at the time we were hoping the elves wouldn't find out. So when they did find out, it was either we arrest Ulfric and the militia, or enter into yet another war with the Aldmeri Dominion. The choice was clear, and now Ulfric threatens the thinly veiled peace we sacrificed so much for. When the Aldmeri Dominion invaded the Imperial City, the Legion all but turned a blind eye to the other provinces. Many of the disgruntled natives of the Reach used the opportunity to depose the Empire and founded what they called an independent kingdom. It was little more than a chaotic uprising, but the Reach was removed from Imperial authority for 2 years before we claimed it. But the leaders of the uprising refused our offers of peace. They fled into the hills and became the Forsworn. I don't know you, and I don't sell what precious property we have to outsiders. But if you're willing to work, and you prove to be reliable, I might deem you worthy to live here. My steward will handle things from there. I want no mercy for those Forsworn.
What a display of color. See ya.
Before you say anything, no, I am not from the Reach. No, I'm a Breton from High Rock, and I refuse to be mistaken for a filthy native. I don't care if we share the same ancestors. These people are savages. Half of them are Forsworn barbarians. And have you seen what they eat? What have I done for the gods to take me so far from my beloved Daggerfall? Yes, the finest court in all of High Rock. You think politics here or something? Well, we Bretons invented politics. That is where I learned to cook, and where I belong. Not here with all these dogs. All right, then.
Don't mind the dogs. They get anxious when they haven't had dinner.
I have meals to cook for the entire castle, and almost no help.
I have to work, or Anton will rip my head off.
You should talk to Anton if you need anything. He's the master chef.
The Tholmor know how to deal with Talos worshippers.
I'm Igman's uncle, as well as his steward.
Don't bother with Tacitus. Useless.
I'm Gorza's assistant.
All right.
Gorza is the one you should ask.
Know how to deal with Talos.
You! Who are you to approach the Jarl of Markarth? Very well. You may approach the mournful throne. But watch your words. Keep your eyes open for Ford. As his housecarl, Igmund's father was killed by Forsberg. I won't rest until... They've paid with their blood.
You'd think an apprentice could forge a few hinges, not Tacitus.
Halt! The Dwemer Museum isn't open to anyone without the court wizard's permission. Because Calcelmo doesn't want anyone to go in. He runs the museum. He makes the rules. You have a problem with that? Go talk to him. You'll find him in front of the ruins during the day, just down the tunnel.
But we will continue this in the next episode, so if you like this one, give it a like, if you think it sucked, please dislike, and see you next time. Thank you.